Alright, this is the bonus footage for this assignment, and what we're going to be doing is taking this fence that we just kind of concocted out of a huge mesh and export it out to the UDK game engine. Alright, so some preliminary things that you need to take care of, and I'm just going to cover those very quickly. When you download the UDK, you get this little plugin. It's under UDK, under the latest build. You can go to binaries, and there should be an Actor X. Then you have to locate what version of Maya you have. In this case, I have Maya X64, so Actor X. Now, also FBX works rather well, so if you're using Blender for any of this, you can export it as FBX, and you can export as FBX out of Maya also. So there's several different things you could do. This thing goes into your C drive, program files, Autodesk, Maya, bin, plugins directory. You put it there. And then when you restart Maya, it's located under Settings and Preferences, Plugin Manager, and there it sits, Actor X Mill. The other thing you need to know is scale. So scale relative to the actual game engine to Maya. And what you do there is you go to Window, Display, Grid, Square Box. Type in 1024, 16 units, 1 subdivide. Hit apply. Okay, so that's the measurement correlating to Unreal. Each one of these boxes are a foot. So grid line wise. That means if I'm in my side view, this is 3 foot. So this fence would be really tiny. So what we're going to do is take this and group the object together, modify center pivot it, and just expand this so it is a normal 8-foot fence. Normal 8-foot fence, that's great. Definitely keep the neighbors out. So here's a 6-foot fence. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, a little bit tall. A little bit shorter. Oh, by the way, you could go like this. Dog on the keyboard. Put this here. And then you could size this down in the center, just like that. So right about there should work. Okay, so now I have it to scale for the engine. Another thing I like to do is kind of think ahead. If you're going to be building stuff out of this thing, it's better to have the good center point here. So what I'm going to do is put this above the grid line. Okay, so I'm going to, this is what it would look like on ground. There's that black line right here that's going to represent the ground. And then I'm going to take each piece and click on it and hit dog on the keyboard, then V on the keyboard, and I'm going to set the pivot point right here at the end of the fence. Same with this one. I'm going to move this one out of the way, and I'm going to go dog Victor and snap it to the end, and then bring it here. X on the keyboard will snap this into position on the axis line, and then I can just move it up. Alright, so if the pivot point is here and it's located in world view here, this is going to be the actual center point. It's going to, so you can X on the keyboard and just bring that up just a skosh. Okay, same with this one. I'll take this and hit X on the keyboard and then raise it up a skosh. This is not to match it, mind you. This is just to get it so it has a nice pivot point within the UDK, because it bases its pivot point upon world coordinates, not object coordinates. In other words, this object sits here in world space. Alright, so now it's to scale, and now it's also got a good pivot point. I'm just going to save this out, and we can type in axe mesh. I need selected items only and auto triangulate. I'll export that. That's going to be my corner piece. I'm putting this in a separate folder, by the way. And this one I'm going to export as axe mesh. Same thing. Straight fence. And that box unit that I had in there, that was just a test for units. So ignore that. That's not important. Now, I would highly suggest you turn all the transparencies off, because it is very schizophrenic with your hard drive, or with mine anyway. I notice with transparencies on and launching UDK, it crashes my machine. So it took me a while to figure that one out. So as long as I had those transparencies off, it should be okay. In the next video, I'm going to bring it into the UDK and assign it some textures. As the last step here, before I do that, in fence package, I should have my textures. These are alpha. So the real part about this lesson is the fact that we're going to be looking at how alphas work in the UDK. Let's go on to the next video.